once again, audience. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Holy moly, it's Doodle of character.
It's some girl. Whoever could this be? I think it might be Peter's. You know, you never really know the art style. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Yeah, you gotta be real sure. But you know, I think it might be a familiar character. I had hoped to get more details and like color, not color specifically, but more stuff with the clothes done. Like everything else, it just occurred to me, I don't know much about this girl's outfit beyond what I see here. I don't know how far her clothes go. If they go to her wrists, if they go to her elbow, if they go past her arm. I've also made a recent change. I'm starting to compile references of people's characters. I haven't done a lot of this, but I've made folders for some people who regularly show up on stream.
Also, for colors, I'm not too sure, so I'll let you think of something up. I love the eye color being pink though. Give her a neon orange and yellow for the clothes. Just kidding.
A neon orange and yellow? That's a brilliant idea. We give her like the, oh no, it looks startlingly familiar to another character. What could this be?
She's a very shy woman that is very insecure about the fact that she's a lamia. She's also got a very strong hypnosis power.
Oh, well, it's a terrible shame you told me the shy thing now, because I actually have something to show you. She's shy, you say? Sure, buddy. I'm sure she is.
Give the anime thing a purple hat.
The anime thing a purple hat. Here we go. We'll give her a really tiny purple hat. Let's go!
Oh, the hat is cute.
It is a nice hat. I do like the hat. I will award myself the congratulatory hats off to you championship, except the hats are not off. They are on, and they are cool. Okay.
Give the hat a purple hat?
Give the hat a purple hat. I guess we're gonna duplicate it. Purple hat. There you go. Look at that right there. Her purple hat is now wearing a purple hat.
I think an interesting way to think about this is that maybe she does hypnotist party tricks as a part-time job to make ends meet. So she has a little persona for something like that.
Oh, you mean I should add another purple hat to the purple hat?
She is the hat's persona. In honor of the elf love, the first request will be a cute elf girl with a mushroom cap hat.
Do you want it to be a doodle or a more serious drawing? Because I can doodle that for you right now if you want on the side.
Doodle it.
All right, so you want cute elf girl in a mushroom cap hat. Okay, so we put her over here. I don't know what a mushroom hat looks like, so I'm just imagining in my head. There you go. So here's elf with doom shroom on it.
Gray, can you draw the Terminator, but as an elf?
Sure, we can make a Terminator. All right, we got a... Can someone be both Chinese and an elf? Right? Like, because they're usually like a species or a race, and I'm just like, wait a minute, do human races also apply to elves?
I mean, there is anime elves, so technically there are Japanese elves. So I can believe there are ones from China. The closest thing would be the Japanese anime brown elves, which are based on Pacific Islanders and Filipinos.
You learn something new every day. You know, I actually had a friend of mine who played as the Terminator in a D&D campaign once.
Gray, what is D&D?
The D&D is, I think I've explained it before, but I'm happy to do so again. D&D, imagine if you had a guy. This guy is supposedly happy. He's enjoying his life, and all of a sudden he decides one day, I'm going to play a game with a bunch of friends. We're going to play D&D, and I'm going to be the DM. This is a punching bag. This man is sentencing himself to hell, but that's okay. He's going to enjoy the pain that he endured, and he's going to complain about it constantly, but he's going to enjoy it for some reason. But if you look over at the actual table, you're gonna have a bunch of people that you gather together after a bunch of time looking around, finding a bunch of people that actually are willing to set aside time playing D&D, playing the game. So you get maybe 4 friends of yours to sit around a table, and then Jeff over here is kind of away from the table because Jeff is kind of a loner. This is Jeff. So we have this happy, wonderful little group that is formed of 5 different people, right? DM is also here specifically to torture the players, right? It's kind of like a game of us versus them.
There should be a fat guy.
There is, in fact, a fat guy. We'll do that right now. Yes, of course. Right, so we have these people around a table.
Make them all fat, Gray.
Make them all fat.
It's more accurate.
We for budget reasons, we gotta make them look distinct in some way. So this guy is just, they're all fat, but this guy is just especially so. He's morbidly obese. All right, we'll give them a bunch of things that distinguish them. So you have these different players here together, okay? And they gather around a table, or they gather on Discord. They'll use something like maybe either some kind of online web application like Foundry tabletop, virtual tabletop, or they'll use Roll20 or other such programs. Personally, I'm a fan of Foundry virtual tabletop. And they'll pick their classes, they'll pick their races, they'll design their characters. They will spend hours designing characters together. Okay, one guy will be a rogue, right? He's gonna have like the ability to sneak around things, do stuff stealthily. One guy is gonna be the barbarian. He's gonna have a lot of ability to hit things, okay? You're gonna have one person be the paladin, whatever, who's like noble and good and won't ever do anything wrong except when it's very convenient for them, which is basically like everyone else, but they also morally grandstand everyone else. So, you know, that's their perk. And then you have the wizard, who just gets, you know, magic. And then the DM makes this really wonderful world for everybody. He makes continents with intricate history. The guy will make a ton of lore documents that are like 50 pages about how great his world is and the intricate history of their wars and religions and whatnot. And then the players will come in.
Then he gets too busy to finish the campaign.
He will be too busy to finish the campaign, but it doesn't start with that, right? They get to session 1.
I was not serious about this request, BTW. I just wanted to make the joke.
And on session 1, right, the first day, because session 0 was them setting up all of this stuff here, getting all the character stuff. The DM set all this up in his own head and on paper beforehand.
Talk about D&D for the rest of the stream.
I cannot, sadly. I have to do art while I'm doing this. The players will go on session 1. They'll meet in a bar. It is always a bar. They will go to a bar, right? The bar will have alcohol. It will have a woman. It will have a guy sitting in a corner. There will have a guy with money. The woman, she will be harassed. The guy in the corner with the money will be robbed, either violently. The DM will be a guy. The player doing the seducing will be a guy. The DM will do a woman's voice, and this is not negotiable. The noble will lose all of his money either violently or through some kind of trick. The shady guy will be completely ignored the entire time everyone is there. The bar will be lit on fire.
The thief will immediately pickpocket the most dangerous individual and get caught
Immediately.
Exactly. The guards will be called immediately after the thief attempts to pickpocket the first person he sees that seems to have any sort of clout whatsoever. There will be a bunch of guards arriving on the scene. They'll say, "Stop right there, criminal scum," or something like that. And a fight will ensue. The players will lose. 2 of them will be down almost immediately. And the other 2 are not very strong. And so they're going to resort to very nefarious tactics. One of them will take a hostage. One of them will set the building on fire. The building will burn down. Several people will die. One of the player characters may or may not permanently die instead of just being down. And everyone will yell at each other and end the session angrily. They will either meet the next week and have a great time and repeat this entire process each and every week afterwards, or they will never meet again. Not because of anything to do with this session, but because they simply could not find a time for their schedules to work. This guy has a job. This guy has a wife and kid who need more time with him. This guy is wanting to play other games and he doesn't show up no matter how many times you add him because he's playing some kind of gotcha game in the background. And this guy, you try to avoid messaging him because you don't actually want him at the table anymore because he tried to seduce every female in the game, and it's kind of awkward doing romance with another one of your friends. And that will be how every game goes in D&D ever. It's very fun. I recommend it. Oh yeah, all this backstory stuff that he wrote, no one will ever read or care about. Oh, I forgot the most important part. They will meet a random enemy on their journeys, perhaps an elf or a goblin. So they will also at some point find a character named Humbus Glumblefork, who is a random enemy that has no character whatsoever. Someone will ask, what is his name? His name will be something you make up on the spot. Humble Gumbleflorp or something. Humble Gumbleflorp will carry this entire campaign. He is the reason why you continue. He is the reason why people come to this table. He is what people look forward to. He is the plot. He is the thread that carries everything that happens. And you just threw him at them as a random enemy that they were supposed to kill. I'm gonna give her basic skin tone. Let me experiment with the color a little more. Maybe I give her like a red hair. I feel like her eyebrows aren't thick enough. I feel like that's the issue I'm having with her design right now, is that her eyebrows do not stand out enough. There we go. We can put her eyes back to open. Then we can give her the whites under her eyes, because of course, can't have this without them. There we go. And then we give her a little bit of whites for her eyes. And I can try out the shading later. Sorry, someone here wanted me to draw.
My rabbit Hershey.
All right, your rabbit. This is weird anatomy now that I'm making the lower part. Remove.
She's got droopy ears, Gray.
Droopy ears. Droopy ears indeed. We like droopy ears. That's what I say.
Hey, Elsie. How many missiles does Gray have left in the owl? I don't know. Missiles are yucky. Gray shouldn't use them. Gray should use bugs instead.
Why on earth would I use bugs on my enemies? There you go. What are we drawing next, people? What are we drawing next?
Draw an elf warrior.
Elf man from The Hobbit.
Elf man, elf warrior. Oh no, I gotta draw another elf man. All right, I guess we're drawing buff elf guy. Something like guy in shirt, right? Something like this could be good. Oh, we have fan art, everyone. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. The elf is in fact taking away my hair. I'm surprised most people want the Hobbit elf man instead of the buff guy. You want me to combine them?
Yes, combine them.
All right, so give him something like this. Give him a little more muscle, right? Because we want to get him to be a muscly guy. We want him to be someone nice, because we like buff guys. Buff guys look nice. He's got the clothes. They're kind of see-through. It just occurred to me, I don't know how to do see-through clothes very well. I'm not very experienced with that kind of thing.
You can have the base color be the color of the fabric, and then add areas of skin tone, where the fabric sticks to the skin due to water adhesion.
I like it, I like it. Yes, you have a lot of lines going straight up from here. Straight down from here, I should say. Pulling from this, like, central spot. It's gonna be terrible. Like, I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna be ashamed of this image by the time it's over and done with. Because of the guy that I'm drawing in it. I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to show that guy around. What do we think of his clothing so far, everyone?
Looks nice.
I need to, like, de-emphasize his beard because I want to emphasize the fact that he has, like, a strong chest. Like, whoa, this guy. We'll give him the classic elf chin, right? Because he's not just got a buff chin, but he's got, like, the elevated cheekbones and whatnot.
Odd smile in face with hard eyes.
You're not... You don't... You like how this guy looks? This guy, this old geezer? Really? I mean, like, I get, like, liking maybe the clothes, but the fact that he's a balding dude? Oh, gosh. Just look at this dude. Let's see. Do so, and then we add in, like, little streaks of white in there, kind of whitish blue. We add the blue streaks over here. And now we can go back to making this guy with a shirt into a slightly more revealing guy with a shirt. How do I make the shirt more realistic? Okay, he's got like large white patches. It's not just like overall. All right, well, I think that's gonna be all. I hope you all enjoyed